This is some helpful background context on the assignment 1770 documents. It's important for us to know what was happening in the colonies, the 13 colonies, at the time that the event took place, this event that you're looking at in 1770. It's also important to know how the colonists felt about the soldiers who were there. These are British soldiers. So first we should know that King George III was the King of England and of the British Empire. The British Empire was massive in 1750. You can see every place that's on this map that's in sort of the reddish pinkish color. That is the British Empire. The king even said that the sun never sets on the British Empire. We're specifically looking right here at the 13 colonies on the eastern part of what will become the United States. Those original 13 colonies were colonies of the king, of the British, and each of those had people living there. They were known as colonists. Okay, one of those colonies is called Massachusetts, and in Massachusetts there's a city called Boston. The King of England had recently fought a war called the French and Indian War, where the King of Britain, the King of England, was fighting a war against the French and the indigenous people here in North America. Well, he needed to pay for this war, and he decided to have the people in the 13 colonies pay those taxes. Well, the colonists were not happy about this. They were angered. They were really, really ticked off by these taxes because they weren't represented in Parliament. Parliament is the group of people that make the laws for the British Empire. And there were no colonists in Parliament making these decisions. So essentially, the colonists were being taxed without representation. They had no representation in Parliament, the people who make the laws. And many colonists felt that King George III was acting like a tyrant. A tyrant is a ruler who rules in unfair ways. Well, Parliament continued to pass laws that were very restrictive of the colonists, and the colonists were getting more and more angered by the king and his unfair ruling. And the king continued to send more British soldiers to the colonies, and many colonists felt that this was creating an atmosphere of danger. That gives you a little bit of background context for what you're going to be seeing in the 1770 documents.